Hey guys, Horror Man back for another review. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the brand new NECA Ultimate Jason Lives figure. So just like the other Ultimate packaging, you're going to get this really nice clear window box, on the inside here, and it will display the character very nicely. And you see this great picture of him on here. And what's really cool about this figure is they actually have the mask off, which is something that you don't really see except for some of the old Sideshow toy packaging. So really cool. You can see the little included accessories on the side. Some on here. You have to see the Jason Voorhees tombstone. But the accessory of a mask, I mean, it is an accessory, so it should be displayed like that. So it's really cool. And then you see the back, just a nice little bio of Jason, and a little bit about the actual story of the movie. And just like the other packaging, you can kind of see these little pictures conveniently placed in these different openings. So you see the Jason Voorhees tombstone, unmasked head, then you see him with the fence pole, the machete. So really nice pictures and great box art. Okay, so as soon as you get him out of the packaging, you're going to get several accessories here. Before we get to the accessories, let's go ahead and take a nice close-up of the head sculpt. Now, you guys might be used to several different versions of Jason, but in part 6, he had a very unique look. He's called Maggot Head by a couple of key characters, such as Tommy Jarvis, and you could see why. He's got this really nasty, decayed head. You could just see his kind of teeth, all banged up looking at the top here. You can see his mouth is open. You see some skin kind of taken off with this bone showing through. Pretty much exactly what he looks like in part 6. Alright, so back to the accessories. Gonna have this really cool little tombstone here. It just says Jason Voorhees, and you can see the marbling all over it. Top's kind of got this choppy look to it. He probably didn't have a lot of family members, well, none at the funeral, so I don't think anybody was really putting out any money for old Jason's funeral, so he gets just this little kind of just marker gravestone. Then you see the hockey mask, and you can see this is based off part 6, so it just has the one little emblem at the top, so weathering all over it, the little axe mark from when he was hit in part 3. And then unlike previous releases, this is actually a more flexible, soft rubber, which is nice. But this is really nice just in case you wanted to hold it, or if you're worried about breaking that strap, which I have been before. And then you have his classic machete, nice little handle, no blood. And then you have this little knife, which is kind of similar to not as dangerous, but similar to the Rambo knife. You can see this serrated edge. And then it does come with an extra hand. You can see a nice wear on that, dirt, such. And then the last but not least is what actually resurrects him, or at least plays a big role in the resurrection, and it's the fence pole. So you actually just put this together, just like that. And it's very long. You can see, putting it next to him, how tall it actually is. So let's go ahead and get these accessories on him. So you have a couple holsters. You have this one here, and then you're just going to put the knife in there, and you just want to kind of match up the shape of the knife to the shape of the holster. And when you put this in, just want to be careful of that handle. Just want to put it in kind of like that. And these are bendable blades, so no issues there. All right, and then it just kind of tucks in the side here. Nothing's removable from this pouch. And then if you want to display them without the machete, just kind of in here. Again, you just match up the shape with the shape of the sheath, and just slide it right on there. And then the mask, they're generally a little tougher to put on, but this one just kind of slides right over, so no issues there. Alright, now if you want to display him with the fence pole, I would definitely recommend using the bigger opening hand. I mean, I don't think it would even work with a smaller opening. Use a smaller opening just for that little smaller knife. So just go ahead and tuck this piece into the right hand, which is the bottom of the fence post, and then I have it to where his left hand's in like the more palm facing his face here, and then you're just going to slide this in, and it really doesn't go in all the way, but you can see like where it would connect. And then you just connect it like that. Alright, and there you go. So there's him with the post. Now this should go farther down. We really have to work it, but that's about as good as I can get it to look. So, pretty cool. Definitely a scary looking weapon. Alright, so just like the NECA Jason figures that have come before this one, you can definitely expect a full range of articulation. Now, this is the first Ultimate Jason, but we've definitely had pretty good articulation on these so far. And I'll just go ahead and take the mask off for this. And also, I just want to say that the mask, you can see it's very dark here. It's because they actually did kind of black out the eye holes. The head is on that standard ball joint. Good head movement here. You're not going to get really much up and down movement here, unfortunately. I think it's just the way the head is sculpted. You are going to get a little bit of a twist in the waist. Shoulders are cut here. You get a little bit of the elbow, movement here, pretty good, and then a full range of wrist movement. And even though he has the gloves, you can still get a pretty good range there. Now you can't really cradle too much, but there is some ability there. And then down to the leg, you can kick out about that far, and then bend his knee about that far. And there's definitely a little bit of movement in the feet. Not really much of a rock or pivot or anything. Alright, and that's about it for articulation. Okay, so another accessory Jason does come with is that awesome little interchangeable hand, which I said would be good for holding something like the knife. So yeah, just go ahead and pop that hand off. See that peg right there, and then this just fits in like so. And make sure you get it nice and good, nice and tight on there. All right, now once you have that hand on there, you can go ahead and put like something like this knife in here. And it's a little tight in there, but it's for the better. With that other hand, it will definitely fall out. All right, so let's get to the comparisons. For the first comparison, here he is next to the other two Ultimate Horror figures, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1, and Freddy from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. So you can see they stack up really nice next to each other. Jason's definitely the tallest one, and yeah, these look great. It'd be hard to rate my favorite one because I'm definitely more of a Jason fan, but I assure you these other two figures are extremely well done. So yeah, there's your Ultimate Horror so far, and hopefully we'll eventually get a Michael Myers. Alright, and for the next comparison, here he is next to the Part 4 Battle Damage version of Jason. Now this one is arguably my favorite Jason. I mean, it's just so well done. You can see there's a little bit of a height difference, but it's all based off of, actors, so, it should have a little bit of a difference here. But really, really well done figures. You could see the differences in the just the design, like the head sculpt's completely different. So, you know, Jason's definitely aged, you know, over the years from the decay and the damage from all the other, you know, counselors fighting him. So just really cool figures. Now, if you want, you can actually switch the mast out. Now, this one will not fit on the Part 6, so don't try that. You'll probably end up breaking it. But this one here will fit on the Part 4 Jason. And it actually looks pretty cool. It doesn't look too bad at all. But yeah, since I guess the head's a little bit bigger on this one, it makes it really easy for it to fit on the Part 4. But I will say that I'm still a fan of the Part 4 mask. I actually do like the shape of it just a little bit better. You can see it's not quite so oval like the Part 6 one is. But either way, very cool figures. And for the final comparison, here he is next to the Part 6 Mego style Jason, also made by NECA Toys. Now you can see a huge difference here. You know, this is made to look like the retro toys of the 70s, so it's got a much more like doll, you know, type of look to it. But still a really cool figure. But they definitely did a better job with this Part 6 Ultimate for sure. One thing I hated about this one is the big piece here for the strap, and it's probably why they decided to go with the softer strap. So good idea on that. I also like the darker pants better. So either way, you know, great figures. You know, they're both available right now. Alright, so that's my review. All in all, I'd say this is definitely a great figure to pick up, especially if you're a Jason fan or just a horror fan. Aside from the wobbly legs and you know, maybe like the mask is slightly not accurate, I would say this is a very good figure. You can get this for about $25 at specialty stores, comic shops, and you can even find it at Toys R Us if they still have it. You know, if you have any Jason figures made by NECA, you know, even if you have a slew of them like I do, this is definitely one that you're not going to see done very often. Part 6, Mezco was the only one to do it besides NECA, and it was very expensive. It's about, well, it was over $100 at one point, close to $200. So, you know, having this release as a $25 Ultimate figure is, you know, more than anybody could ask for. So, you know, really impressed by the detail in the figure, and I want to thank NECA for releasing this one to us. But yeah, like I said, the wobbly legs are definitely the biggest downfall about it, but it's not anything that I would, you know, be scared away from actually buying a figure. Stands great on its own. You know, just be careful with it. If you have any issues, just contact the NECA CS department, and I'm sure they'll help you out. So thanks again for watching my review, and until next time, guys, see you later.